Kremlin's biggest naval gamble in 40 years is about to begin, as Moscow tests whether a revived blue water fleet can shift the balance against NATO. Russia's naval war machine roars back to life just as the NATO standoff intensifies, raising the stakes across key seas and ocean choke points. Putin's 9,500-ton warship is being positioned to regain true blue water capabilities, signaling an ambition to project power far beyond Russia's immediate coastline. Amid the Ukraine war, Russia has announced its first new destroyer program in 40 years, marking a major shift in its naval ambitions. Admiral Alexander Moiseev said the Russian Navy urgently needs a new ocean-going destroyer to operate on the high seas. The official called for a warship of about 9,500 tons in displacement to rebuild Russia's lost blue water capabilities. Such a vessel would be roughly twice the size of the current Admiral Gorshkov-class frigates, according to reports. This announcement effectively ends decades of speculation over when and how Russia would replace its aging Soviet-era destroyers. At the end of the Cold War, Moscow still fielded large fleets built around its Udaloy and Sovremenny-class warships, giving the Soviet Navy substantial blue water presence. Russia's post-Soviet industrial collapse and severe funding shortages then prevented successor ships from entering service and left much of that fleet to wither. Moscow now claims that Western states have increasingly targeted Russian, Iranian, and Venezuelan vessels with mounting economic and military pressure at sea. In February 2026, Kremlin aide Nikolai Patrushev argued that a permanent Russian naval presence on key sea routes is vital to protect the country's shipping interests. He warned that European states could try to block Russia's access to the seas unless they face a tough rebuff from credible naval forces. Patrushev called for strong Russian forces to be deployed in key maritime areas, including regions far from Russia's own coastline. Earlier, the Project 23560 Lida concept proposed a massive 14,000 to 19,000-ton nuclear-powered destroyer or battlecruiser for the Russian Navy. Lida was advertised as offering huge vertical launch capacity, top-tier air defense systems, and long-range strike capabilities in a single platform. Its nuclear propulsion was intended to give the ship virtually unlimited endurance at sea, enabling extended global operations. However, the program never moved beyond the design stage, and many observers doubted it was ever fully practical or affordable. The new 9,500-ton destroyer concept now being discussed appears to strike a middle ground between ambitious but unrealistic projects and more modest designs. Under the Navy's construction and development plan, 20 ships, vessels and boats are to be commissioned into the Navy in 2026. These include the Project 12700 Polyarny Sea Minesweeper for the Northern Fleet and the Project 22800 Beria small missile ship for the Baltic Fleet. It should be noted that this vessel was prepared in the shortest possible time and integrated into the defense system for key economic facilities in the Leningrad region. The factory overhaul of the strategic cruiser Karelia has been completed. By the end of the year, we plan to commission a further 21 vessels into the Navy, including the first nuclear-powered submarine cruiser armed with a Zircon hypersonic missile system, the Perm submarine of the Yazan M class. We will complete the repair and modernization of the nuclear-powered cruiser Admiral Nakhimov and the submarine cruiser Leopard. Russia revealed a Su-34 strike fighter carrying 4 upgraded glide bombs fitted with new UMPK guidance modules, according to reports. The new weapon configuration highlighted Moscow's continuing effort to expand its long-range standoff strike capabilities. Reports said the upgraded UMPK guidance kits appeared noticeably larger than the versions first introduced in 2023. Aircraft: the Su-34 serves as Russia's primary long-range tactical strike fighter for precision attack missions. Payload: the aircraft was shown carrying 4 FAB-500T general-purpose bombs beneath its wings and fuselage. Guidance: each bomb was fitted with an upgraded UMPK guidance kit for improved standoff strike capability. Mission: the configuration is designed to allow precision attacks from greater distances outside enemy air defenses. Convert standard unguided FAB bombs into precision-guided glide weapons using bolt-on guidance kits. Uses satellite navigation with deployable wings to extend range after release from the aircraft. Reports said the effective glide range increased from roughly 40 to 50 kilometers to around 80 kilometers. Ukrainian intelligence has claimed the newest UMPK variant may achieve strike ranges of up to 193 kilometers. Analysts said the larger UMPK design could incorporate a compact propulsion system to further extend strike range. Russia has continued converting large Cold War-era FAB bomb stockpiles into lower-cost precision-guided weapons. The program allows Moscow to expand its precision strike inventory while reducing reliance on expensive cruise missiles. The Su-34 fleet has increasingly shifted to standoff attacks launched from beyond many Ukrainian air defense zones. The change in tactics has helped reduce aircraft exposure while allowing Russian forces to strike targets from greater distances. Ukrainian intelligence said Russia's latest glide bomb variant had reportedly demonstrated a maximum range of about 193 kilometers. Russia reportedly expanded Moscow's air defense network by constructing dozens of new Pantsir missile defense positions around the capital. Open-source researchers said around 24 new defensive towers had been built around Moscow over recent months. Researchers said the new defensive ring was established roughly 40 kilometers from central Moscow to strengthen air defense coverage. Additional Pantsir positions were also reportedly deployed near several strategic facilities across the wider Moscow region. Researchers said the new sites were positioned to protect President Vladimir Putin's residence, Vnukovo Airport, and a major oil refinery. Several Pantsir SMD air defense systems were also reportedly installed on rooftops at multiple locations across Moscow. Open-source researchers also identified two newly prepared sites believed to be intended for Russia's long-range S-400 air defense systems. Several of the new towers were reportedly built alongside existing embankments to replace older defensive positions. Researchers said the outermost defensive towers were strategically placed to help protect key electrical substations around Moscow. Reports about Moscow's expanding multi-layered air defense network first emerged earlier this year. Security was also reportedly reinforced around President Putin's Valdai residence with additional defensive towers and air defense positions. Russian officials said nearly 1,900 Ukrainian drones targeted the Moscow region over the course of a single week.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest newsmakers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Have you ever wondered what happens when a banking dynasty meets tides of world history, intrigue, and a dash of myth?
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.